I'm just amazed at what comes up in the strangest of moments. Like a pinball wizard, the mind gets paddled and bounced, racking up a high score until the third ball goes below. The exploration of the interior is much like walking on the moon. Is it real, or was it created in a Hollywood basement? I'm feeling that old trusty feeling of doubt. Where did it come from? Why is it here again? Am I giving away my time so as to avoid doing what really needs to come through? Or is selfless help really what comes and leads to the death of the ego? I'm filled with expectation, the illusion that something must come up. As the Salajes prepare to greet the mountains, I find the root of the struggle. There is no space. It's all full of the chaotic rambling of a lunatic, blabbering about not being good enough or not having found a style. Well, that's great, because nothing is mine to be good anyways. And what is good is totally relative, and it's only the perspective of this perfectionist superego that conflicts. Sipping air slowly to the capacity of the lungs and the chest. A shift. Tectonic rumble. Leaving wonder. When will the earth changer, come? Waiting. Patiently for the real colossus. The leaving nothing standing event. The ripples in a leaf. Nature doesn't care, doesn't differentiate between the bright, boisterous flower looking like a yellow, spotted bullfrog with a kung fu hairdo, or the melted, hopeless, decomposing cousin looking as if it's been slapped by the mud flaps off a good old boy's jacked up pickup. All that to say that the cycle of life and death is in constant full force. Like a sumo spin on the wheel of fortune, jumping up and down, yelling for the dollar. You can't take it with you. Who can't take what? Where? I remember going to the bodies exhibit at the Museum of Science and Industry and being completely dismantled by standing next to a body with no skin. I'm not a mechanic, but I could now see how complex this vehicle really is. Cut up, pieced out, set up for display. Who's in control of this machine anyway? As I sit here in the presence of the pristine, the aches cry for attention like a baby, like trying to hack the code of a crossword puzzle that keeps changing. 17 across has 9 letters. Wait, now it's at a diagonal? Who am I? What kind of a crossword puzzle question is that anyway? The emptiness. Only to dive in like the 30-meter plunge into the icy nothing below. I turn purple, crumbles, come tumbling like cotton candy cannonballs hurled in a tumult to overwhelm the tear ducts, the stalactite spears piercing soft flesh like faithless fears. The moments notice and turn away with progress, hopping into the safety of the sliver of a saucer. It's a slide, a magic ride. I come out the other side, stunned numb like a silly putty stun gun, stretched, pulled, pushed, torn. Can I stretch a little further? Don't snap back to the kangaroo flapjack. It's all nonsense. I'm making no sense, and I'm totally wrapped up in the body's senses. I look up to see the most enormous goose ever flying in a solo chevron, paradoxical, drawn across the entire sky, wings spread, honking out a mournful cry. Its head turns, and now it's a goat, breathing fire on a piece of toast. The moon shines not just a shadow from its chest as it zooms by on an avalanche crash test. The surreal symphony of the sousaphone pipe band let me in on the secret of the catastrophe. We learn from every monolithic monotony.
Can't be the breakfast.